We got Justice Vrable in the green room. Let's bring her in and talk to the senior from Lisbon. Justice, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I mean, first and foremost, let's talk about this being your senior year. What are some things you're looking to accomplish with this season, and what are some, I guess, personal goals you have going into this final season at Lisbon?
It's really exciting for it to be my senior year. I'm really hoping that we can pull out the EOAC win and hopefully go on past sectionals. And some personal goals for myself is I hope I really have a great season and as well as some of the other seniors.
Justice, you've definitely been doing this softball thing for a while. It's been a long journey for you. Talk about this, the whole journey as a whole. What got you started in the sport? What made you fall in love with it? And what makes you keep coming back to it? Because we know mentally softball is grueling and you got to be able to love it to do it. So what gives you that drive for softball? Where did it start and how much do you really love the sport?
Yeah, well, I started when I was pretty young, about 8 years old. I watched my sister play it, and I've always wanted to be just like her. And I've played travel for a really long time, and it's a really hard sport. It's a sport of failure. So when you succeed, it makes you love it even more.
What are some things you're telling some of your younger teammates on opening day not to let that kind of moment get too big for them and to get those opening day jitters loose?
Yeah, well, we have the coaches, we have the players, we have the talent there, and when I don't know, when you start off like that, we just have to come together, and it's hard. The first couple of games, they're always not that good, but we'll come around to it.
Yeah, just to reiterate, you had you opened the season last night against the really hungry United team. And you took one, like you said, it's a game of failure, and it was one of those games that just didn't go your way. But as a senior leader, it's your time to shine and get this team together. What were some of the things that you and the other seniors and the coaches kind of talked about in the team meetings last night about not letting this one game define your season?
Yeah, we talked about how we'll have to bounce back. We kept up with great attitudes. That was a good thing for us, and it was a rough start. But whenever that happens, you got to look past it, and you just got to look forward to the next game. And there's nothing you can do after the game's over.
What are some things you do to personally compose yourself when you're in that box facing maybe a really good pitcher too that has some heat or has some really good breaking stuff? What are you doing to kind of compose yourself and stay within the moment?
I tell myself that you gotta keep it simple because if I try to overswing or like think I get all in my head, it doesn't go well for me. So as long as I just tell myself I gotta keep it simple and just do what I know what I can do and keep it my best, then that's all I think about.
Justice, you've hit a lot of home runs in your career, and I gotta ask you to take us to the mindset around those bases and what the feeling's like from your perspective when you get a hold of one and you know that you get to take that little bit slow jog around the bases for a home run.
Oh, it's so awesome. That it's one of the best feelings in the world. And then when I get around the third and I just get to give my coaches a high five and all the girls are so excited at home plate, it's a feeling you can't top. It really is.
Talking about that and staying on track with that, let's just go through some of your favorite memories. It doesn't have to be one in particular. It could be a couple if you want to shout out, but just some of your favorite memories you've had with this Lisbon softball team.
One of my favorite memories is definitely my 4 home runs against Columbiana. I don't know how I pulled that out, but that was one of the best games ever for me and the team. And it was a close game as well. So like even knowing that it wasn't just a game blown out of the water and that it was a close game and without those home runs, it's just such a great feeling. And then last year when we beat Columbiana, and we had that home run and then the walk-off hit, just one of the best games to play.
Those two memories are going to be hard to top, Justice, but when you look at the senior season and everything you have in front of you, what are some team goals that you guys have kind of set this year that you want to accomplish?
We want to be like whole as a team, and we're a new team. We lost a lot of girls, so we're trying to stay positive and show the talent that we have. We want the EOAC title. I know a lot of me and the other senior girls have talked about it. That's one of our biggest goals, but that, and then going as far as we possibly can in the season. And we just want to really experience our senior year and have fun with it.
I think it's no doubt in the last just few seasons, the support that Lisbon Community gives its athletes, its student athletes, is it's really heartwarming. Talk to me a little bit about what it's like to just play for this Lisbon Community and what it means to you to have this be the high school, and what are some things you want to be remembered by in this Lisbon Community?
Lisbon, they're such an amazing community. They do so much for the team. Other than just like in the practice and stuff, we'll have team dinners and we'll get together and just all be together. And everyone there to support you. We always have so many fans that come to our games and want to be there and support us. And yeah, it's just a really good community and one of the best schools to possibly be at, in my opinion.
Justice, we talked about you starting this journey when you were 8 with softball. Who have been some of your role models along this journey that you've looked up to as you continue your softball career?
One of my biggest role models has to be my sister, seeing all the things that she's accomplished, how she got to go on and play in college. And she's always just been the biggest role model for me. And there's no one that could really ever top that for me.
Pair that with some more. I want to give you a chance to shout out some of your support system and those fans that have been in there in the stands for you, and maybe some family members or just some people that have been there with you every step of the way throughout this ride.
It's definitely a huge shout out to my family, my mom and dad. My dad's always been at every single one of my games. He's never missed one. And he's there to tell me what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right. And then my grandparents are always there supporting me, and truly everyone. And Chrisman, he's always been one of my biggest supporters and one of the best people that I could have ever asked for to be on my side.
All right, before we let you go, we know one of the things that makes softball so unique are the sounds that you hear in the dugout, the cheers that you guys do. You don't hear it anywhere else in the sport world. What are some of your favorite dugout cheers from Lisbon softball?
There's a lot. We're a really upgoing team, and we always like to be happy with the positive attitudes, but I think after you hit a home run, and sometimes I'll get it on video, and just hearing the screams and all the support and just how they cheer my name, it's just one of the best. It's one of the best ones.
Yeah, every player gets their own kind of cheer from the dugout. What do they say when you're up at bat? Do you even hear it?
No, I try to block it out because I'll get in my head a lot, so I just try to block everything out and just focus on what I'm going to do at the plate. Hopefully it's something good.
What is your favorite post-game meal after a big win?
I'm a really basic person, so I have to say probably chicken tenders and fries. Nothing can beat that for me.
Yes. Okay. Gotta ask. Your opinion, best chicken tenders in the area. Where are you going for the chicken, the fries?
It's kind of a shout out. I love my parents' one, but I think I like it the best because it's free, so I don't have to pay.
There you go. Free food is always the best. Justice, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It was great to hear from you. Great to kind of preview this senior season. We wish you the best of luck. We look forward to covering you all year, and we also look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
Thank you.